Yes, Marge.
What about the lost books of the Bible?
You mean
Dead Sea Scrolls?
the Apocrypha? You're talking about the Apocrypha?
I don't know what it was called.
Yeah. They are part of the Roman Catholic Bible.
So it's,
They're written in between the Old Testament and the New Testament during that 400 years, the 400-year period from the end of the Old Testament to the New Testament.
so are those words,
I'm sorry?
so are those words true, or since they weren't?
They are not
included,
accepted as scripture, no.
And why is that?
Well, I'm going to run overtime if I answer your question. You
Okay, run
care?
overtime. Explain to her.
You don't care if we run overtime?
Okay, explain to her.
You can do a timeout on your, yeah. We're not on TV anymore then. David will cut it off. All right, what I do, I keep on my computer at home and on all my laptops what I call general notes. Anytime I look something up or research something and come up with some notes on it, I keep it. Because I figure well down the future, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I don't want to have to bother to research it again. So I go to what I call my general notes.
And how do you spell that? What, general?
General?
No.
General notes. Gen.
I am blonde, but not that blonde.
Hang on a second. All right, here we go. See, I shut down my computer. I have to charge it up again. All right, here I go. General notes. Apocrypha. Well, I have them listed A, B, C, D, of course, all my notes. And I have 75 pages of notes.
On the Apocrypha.
No, I don't have Apocrypha. No. I told you I was going to run overtime, didn't I?
Maybe next year, September. So these are books of the Bible that were not included because the Roman Catholic Church decided not to include them?
No, they did include them. They are included in the Roman Catholic Church. They're in between the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Protestant Church does not recognize them. And your question is why? All right, here you go. These are my notes. The word Apocrypha, A-P-O. If you want to know how to spell it, then cry, C-R-Y. You do cry when you believe these things. P-H-A. The Apocrypha. The word means hidden. All right? These were the books that were written during what is called the 400 years of silence. This was that time between the Old Testament and New Testament. These books are included in the Roman Catholic Bible. I'm reading you the notes I have under Apocrypha. Right? Why are these books not found in the Protestant Bible? All right. Listen to this carefully. At the time of the Reformation, okay, Martin Luther time, the Reformers decided all Scripture should meet, and they have 7 ideas. All Scripture should offer comfort. This is what the Reformers decided. All Scripture should offer hope. And we all agree with this, right? All Scripture should tell of the light and strength of God. All Scripture should speak of God. We don't have any trouble with any of these, right? All Scripture should reveal God's teaching or God's activity. All Scripture should point toward or speak about Jesus. All Scripture should at some point be quoted or referred to by Jesus or some of his apostles or writers of New Testament Scripture. Okay? They were the 7 that the Reformers believed should be there at all Scripture. There are 3 other tests that were added today by Christian leaders. 1, was the writer an apostle chosen by Jesus or a close associate of an eyewitness? That's a good question, isn't it? 2nd, did the writing have widespread acceptance during the early church times by the leaders? 3rd, did God's Spirit speak through these scriptures? All right, so we have 10 ideas there. Now, the test that there are other tests, 4 more that have been added from what we call a historical perspective. For instance, it says, was it written by an apostle or a companion of an apostle? Was it written close to Jesus' time? Was it widely read throughout Christendom? Are the doctrines and teachings correct? Now, I have given you a whole long list of criteria. Since the Apocrypha does not meet a single one of those criteria, it's not recognized as part of the revelation of Scripture by the Protestant churches. It doesn't meet one of those criteria. That answers your question.
Yeah, the Apocrypha are not the only books that are considered being the lost books of the Bible. There are a whole slew of others.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of other writings, but it would all have they'd all have to match up to all this criteria. You
They
see.
don't meet those criteria at all.
That's right. You want some examples of Apocrypha? 1st and 2nd Esdras, the book of Judith, the book of Tobit, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Maccabees. These are the apocryphal books. Odes, O-D-E-S, the prayer of Manasseh, the wisdom of Solomon, Baruch, Bel and the dragon. All right. So that just gives you a little example. All right.
So out of curiosity, should we read them or should we not? even
That's up to you,
think about it? 'Cause
but I would not read them as inspired scripture.
Right.
Okay. That's the whole point.